I loved the Indiana Jones vibes in this episode. I thought it was very Temple of Doom like, and I really appreciated that.
Not only did you get the Indiana Jones vibes, but you get Lord of the Rings vibes here when they're in the caverns. The classic knocking the flashlight down, very similar to Pippin when they're in the mines of Moria and he knocks the big book down in the abandoned mines. And Gandalf gives my favorite line in the entire movie, I think, which is "Fool of a took, throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity." Love that. So that's 100% a callback to that. They do it twice, not once, but twice. The other callback thing I noticed that was kind of interesting, and I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but it felt like it was when they're in that the hive is coming up, right? And they're going out of the cavern. I get Batman Begins vibes there. It looks like, the bats when in the bat cave. And then the music actually sounds very similar in that scene to The Dark Knight Rises, which is like the dun 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 dun, and it sounds very similar in this episode. So I think maybe that was kind of a paying homage to it. Could have been, or maybe I'm just reading into it too much. But I thought that was cool. And
I honestly thought that the creatures that come up and attack them, the Earlings, are what they're called. Yeah, the Earlings, whatever they are. I legitimately thought, like, the first time we heard them, I thought they were going to be like spiders from
because they have webs and stuff,
right?
Yeah.
So they have webs. So I initially thought, and when I watched it, I yelled. I was like, if this is going to be like anything from that scene from Lord of the Rings, I don't remember which one with the spiders. I don't remember
That's when they're in Shelob's lair in Return of the King, where Sam has to go fight Shelob.
Right.
That is very similar vibes there.
So that scene,
super scary scene.
Yes, that scene as a kid scared me to death. I had nightmares about that. That was the scariest thing I ever saw as a child. So going back to this episode, I thought that they were going to do something like that, and I was just holding my breath because I was like, "Oh God, please don't!" I also thought of, for all you Whovians out there, you Doctor Who fans, I know, Matt, that you've never seen an episode of Doctor Who, but there is a creature in an episode of Doctor Who, The Runaway Bride, called the Rachnos or something like that. And so I thought it was going to be like the Rachnos from Doctor Who, like something like that.
Sounds like a spidery name because of the name Rak, not like arachnid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called like Rachnos, and it attacks the Doctor and his companion Donna. And so I thought that it was going to be something like that, but it didn't. They were more like bees.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of King Kong as well, the new one with Jack Black.
Oh, right.
Where that's one of the most terrifying scenes when they're fighting all these massive bugs and they get eaten by bugs. Like most of the crew gets eaten by these huge centipedes and spiders and stuff. That's also a terrifying scene in a movie that no one talks about enough, but it's kind of similar to that, how they come up out of nowhere and they're attacking them and stuff. But
they also had some great nods, like we talked about, to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with the minecart chase reference. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
I immediately caught on to that.
Yeah.
Like when they were going through, I was like, oh, Lucasfilm owns Indiana Jones. Of course they would do a reference like that. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
With Omega as Short Round.
Yeah. Essentially what it was.